You have tuned into A Family Affair, your local sports and news talk show on C2C Indie Radio with your hosts, Naquan and Darnell. Let's talk sports.
Welcome in. This is Family Affairs. Naquan here with
Darnell. We here another Thursday.
Oh man,
gotta get into it.
Man, did we have a rough weekend?
Yeah, it's killing me to wear this purple right now.
Yeah, so we had to take it all week. The Vikings gave the freaking Detroit Lions their first victory of the year. Y'all can let us have it too. I mean, I don't even know what to say.
A loss is a loss is a loss. And tonight is the Detroit Lions not winning bowl. Neither team tonight beat the Lions, but one of them tied them, one of them lost. I don't know if I'd rather lose or tie them. I'd rather lose.
To be honest, to me, it's the same. Like, you didn't beat them. It's the Lions. You should have won. You know what I mean? Like, it was tough watching that game. I'm not gonna lie. It was very tough watching that game.
Yeah, I thought we was good after Jefferson caught that touchdown.
Yeah, I thought we lost on the last play of the game,
which isn't new.
And it wasn't like a spectacular play. It was like you let someone cut right in front of you. Yeah, you know, it's crazy. But what's going on with you? How's your week going?
Not much. Just another day, another dollar. Not really. Got some moves I'm putting into place. I'm not going to talk about it too much yet, but
I feel like you literally come on here every week and say that. You just
it don't be time to say that. It don't be time to say that.
All right. Well, a little update on the boys. Anj got a player of the game this past Saturday. Yeah, he had 13 Anj. Points. They started off slow, and he led the comeback. We got to work on his layup package. He jumps off the wrong foot for some reason, but he started heating up from outside. Not gonna lie to you, I'm telling him because at the beginning of the game he was off, like he couldn't, and that's from last game too. Last game he didn't hit anything at all, and he started off this past Saturday the same way. And I'm telling him just get closer to the basket, and he makes one layup, and that was enough for him. After that, he went right back to taking his jumpers, and he was hitting everything.
I don't want no smoke in the paint yet.
Like I said, I think mechanically he's jumping off the wrong foot, and it's not going in, and that's more.
Oh, is it getting discouraged?
Yeah. Well, and not to mention it's organized, but they're still young, so it's a little chaotic down there in the paint. So you might lose an eye down there and get tackled, all type.
They're 7, bro.
Exactly. Listen, they're rough down there. And Kyrie, he had a rough practice on Monday. But he was able to bounce back Wednesday and get it back together. His improvement week to week is amazing, to be honest with you, for someone that never boxed before and doesn't even really want to do it. But you know, I'm just like I said, I gotta teach him how to defend himself.
Yeah, when he catch you on that 2-piece when y'all playing around, you gonna be sick.
At least he learning
that
something.
Muscle memory. Hey, you ain't gonna be happy with it.
I'm at the moment I'm probably not. You're probably right, but you know, but at least he'd be getting the message I'm trying to send him.
I hear you.
But so let's get into our NFL news, man. So to start things off, let's get into our picks from last week. We had a rough week. Both of us went 2-4 because I thought that I picked the Chargers, but I actually picked the Bengals.
Yeah, I was gonna say I picked the Chargers.
No, you picked the Bengals.
No, I picked the Bengals. I thought you picked the Chargers.
Yeah, I thought I did too, but we both picked the Bengals.
You sure?
Yeah, yes, man. I did the research. I went back and looked through the files.
When I was watching, I was like, he told me the Chargers were gonna win.
That's what I thought too, but no, we both took the Bengals. I promise you. And we went 2-4. We picked Dallas, the Bengals, and the Ravens. And I took Denver and New England, and Darnell took
Kansas City and the Bills.
Yeah.
And I had the Patriots, and I switched at the last minute.
I told you. I didn't know it would play out like that, but.
Well, I found out that day that it was gonna be snow, but I just was like.
No, you know what? You was talking big junk last week about.
Oh, I'm done with the Bills. I'm more done with the Vikings, especially if they lose tonight. But I'm done with the Bills too.
Yeah, even if we win tonight, I'm done with the Vikings. We're not gonna win the Super Bowl.
No, Giants was 9-7 and won it twice.
They didn't lose to the Lions, so
the loss is a loss.
Now I'm over.
You win the Super Bowl, they're not gonna remember you lost to the Lions.
That's true. We got to get to the playoffs first.
I'm just saying, we lose tonight. I'm burning all my Viking stuff until next year.
Anything surprise you from the games this week?
Vikings.
Besides the Vikings, from the games we picked.
The way the Bills lost, because he only threw the ball 3 times, so it's like you playing modified. You know they're gonna run like just.
Yeah, that was surprising. But to be honest, we're gonna get into that in the next topic. I wanted to get into the Bengals and the Chargers game. I didn't expect that at all. Like I said, I thought I picked the Chargers. I expected the Chargers to win, but not like that. I was completely shocked. They dominated that game from start to finish.
I thought it was gonna be high scoring, but I thought either team would have trouble scoring.
So I don't know what to make of the Bengals, man. 1 minute,
or the Chargers,
they're literally the same team. 1 minute they're on top of the world, and the next minute they look like, you know what? But that's true for a lot of teams. Shoot, that's true for us. 1 minute we could look like the.
Yeah, but I'm done managing expectations with them. Get rid of everybody except Justin Jefferson.
All right. Keep
all right, I drag him. He's replaceable.
You think so?
He's a running back. I love you, Cook, but not that much. We get some other stuff in there.
Okay, so you brought up the New England and the Bills game. New England are 7 in a row. Got a good lead on the AFC East. I'm impressed with them.
If they get home field in the playoffs,
it's gonna be trouble.
AFC, y'all might as well just pack your bags. Y'all gotta go to Foxborough. Y'all know they be cheating. They ain't gonna have to put the ball in there. So all that Mac Jones, like, no, they not. It's gonna be snowing. You can't throw the ball. We can't throw the ball.
But that's my one pause on the Patriots is because I believe in that defense. I believe in Belichick. They're not getting to the Super Bowl passing the ball 3 times. Now, granted, it was weather permitted, but even he's gonna have to do more.
Oh no, I'm saying he's gonna if they're gonna get there, but if you gotta come to Foxborough, most likely it's gonna be snowing, it's gonna be terrible. So if it comes to New England, he ain't got to.
That's very valid because it's gonna be tough to throw the ball. You're going to have to run the ball. Other than the Colts, I can't think of another team in the AFC. Well, the Bengals can run, but will they be in there? That's the thing.
And I feel like they'll make too many mistakes.
The teams that actually can run the ball, the Bengals, the Browns, like I don't even know if they're going to be in you know what I mean? They may not make the playoffs.
But even if they played the Browns, I'm
not
scared of Baker.
I'm not worried about
I was like, all right, we're going to do what we did to him earlier in the season.
Yeah, I ain't worried about the Browns anyway, yeah. Baker's going to make a mistake.
Although Indy had to go there, I'd think about it.
I'd give Indy a shot. I'd take the Patriots, but I'd give Indy a shot. The reason I would take the Patriots, though, is because Carson Wentz. He's known for that big mistake. And Mac Jones, while he's not putting up crazy numbers, he doesn't make the big mistake. You know, so I do have to give him that. He doesn't make the big mistake. He does what's asked of him. So, you know, as long as you're winning, I can't complain. It's just playoffs is a different animal. I don't know if that's gonna last in the playoffs.
Nah, I hear you. The only if it did go through New England, Indianapolis is probably the only team I could see going in there and winning. Kansas City not gonna run the ball enough, and they soft. They just want to throw the ball around.
I agree.
The Raiders could, but I don't even know if they're gonna get in because they got Jacobs. They could run the ball if they had to.
The Raiders ain't getting in the playoffs.
Never know. It's the AFC.
Man, the Raiders ain't getting in.
Just saying.
If
Baltimore,
the Ravens
I
get
don't
their
trust Baltimore.
stuff together,
Oh,
if they get it together, like they, I don't know what happened to them. They look awful.
they something, and I don't like the way they play.
Because everybody's saying like if they didn't go for 2 and kick the extra point and just went into overtime, we could be having a different. And I'm like, would we really? Yeah, would we? Because there's no guarantee they win that game. Number one, and number two, even if they do, I'm not impressed. They struggled the whole game to move the ball, to get stops. Like, I feel like the only reason that game was close is because Ben Roethlisberger is Ben Roethlisberger at this point.
I mean, that should be the red flag. We lost to Ben Roethlisberger, and we have supposedly one of the best young quarterbacks in the league, and you got the way they run the ball, but I'm just like, that don't sound right to me, so
Not to mention
you losing me on that.
Not to mention the Ravens, they're down to what? Their third and fourth string corners now? That's who they're starting now, right?
Because Humphrey got hurt.
Humphreys, and they
They
were
can mess
already
around and not make it.
Yeah. So the Patriots got a good path to the Super Bowl.
If there was any year to do it, it'd be this one because there ain't no juggernaut out there. Like, ain't nothing you gotta really run through. Every team got problems. Every team got flaws. So
Absolutely, yeah. So that leads me to my next question: Brady or Belichick? Is it? Because last year, everybody was on Brady. Everybody just left Belichick's side. Was like, yeah, Brady won the divorce. It was all Brady. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm more impressed with Belichick's run. Brady was able to pick his team. He picked, and his team is stacked. And not only was his team stacked, they were able to even go out and sign more of his guys. AB, Gronk, it was a perfect fit. They would have been a playoff team had Jameis Winston not thrown 30 picks. All they needed was a competent quarterback that wouldn't turn the ball over.
a lot of points I was bringing up last year, and nobody wanted to listen to me. Everybody saying, "Oh, it's Brady." I'm like,
I mean, don't get me wrong. At 44, I do get even with a stacked team that is impressive.
I mean,
But Belichick, you saw where this team was last year.
But this is what the problem I always had with them giving Brady so much credit. The last year he was in New England, he didn't have no weapons.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't really him getting in the playoffs. He had like the number one defense, so it's not like you was just out there with no weapons and no defense. Because if you had no weapons and no defense, you'd have lost all them games. You wouldn't have went 12-4.
Absolutely.
So that factored into it, and then I'm just like, I agree, he's great, but I always thought what they did complimented each other. So it was like a 50-50
It was like
thing.
a perfect match. Like, you can't give, because I do feel like none of this happens without the other. Like, they literally needed each other. So, and now they're at the point where they want to show everyone it was me. And I'm not gonna lie, it's entertaining. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I would love to see a Patriots.
I don't.
What?
Nope.
No?
I don't want to see it.
I would love to see
That's going to be
that.
the most boring Super Bowl.
How?
Bro, did you not watch the first one?
Man, the hype around
I do
that
not want to
game.
see a 1917 Super Bowl.
We just watched a 10-3 Super Bowl.
And I liked it.
And they had the best offense. What I'm saying is, expect the unexpectedness. That Super Bowl, we were expecting a lot of offense, and we got 10-3.
Wait, what Super Bowl are you talking about?
It was Brady won it. Brady and
When they played the Rams?
yeah.
I mean, I thought New England would win that. I didn't expect it to be high scoring because, like you said, New England.
Expected better than that. That offense that year was supposed to be legit.
Yeah, but ain't that the year they got that call? I didn't think they should have been in the Super Bowl because that was the year of the pass interference in the championship game.
True.
I was just like, all right,
That's true.
But I felt like they got figured out. I think that's around probably when they got figured out, and that's why they look like they look now. Because Belichick exposed them in the Super Bowl.
That's a good point. To be honest, we're getting a little off topic with the Rams, but where I feel like they messed up is they stopped running the ball.
Right.
I don't understand. Like,
they think because they got Stafford, they could just drop back, and that's not their game.
but it's so obvious. Like, I don't understand. Like,
Coach has got too much pride.
You think that's what it is?
He's supposed to be the young genius and know everything. So,
but that's what everyone was giving him compliments on, was the fact that he could. He made it seem like his offense was so flashy and all this stuff when it was actually a power run game. And
then you just went off of it.
Yeah, and that was where his genius came from, is how he could disguise it as this high-flying, amazing offense when it was really just a power run game.
But what it is, they don't have that power back. They got backs, but they don't have it.
Gurley wasn't a power back, in my opinion. He was
Gurley did everything. He ran the ball
all around.
He
was an all-around back. He wasn't a power back.
He had power.
No, he had power. I wouldn't call him a power back, though.
They haven't had a back that could do that, though, since he left. Because remember, they had Mike Anderson. Mike Anderson was a power back. Remember when they got him to the Super Bowl? Mm-hmm. Gurley was hurt. Mike Anderson was the one running it. They don't got a power back.
But they don't even try to run the ball. Like, I feel like
who they still got Sony Michel. I think he's still back there.
They do, but they had someone else starting over him. He's hurt, and now they're starting Sony Michel this weekend. But
I think they're gonna clap on Monday night.
We'll get into that. Yeah. So, but because I was high in the Rams, I really was. Yeah, you did. You got that one. I'm not gonna lie to you. But back to Brady and Belichick. The other thing with Brady is not Brady, but Belichick is the system that they got in place there. Like, I just feel like that's the most impressive part to me, where they can go and have a mediocre season last year, make some adjustments in the offseason.
But was it really mediocre, though? You didn't have a quarterback. And a lot of your players,
by their standards, it is, bro. They're a dynasty.
But to have all that happen, and you still almost go 500.
Almost.
Anybody else would have won like 2 or 3 games. You had all your top defensive players opt out. You didn't even have your quarterback for training camp. You just pulled them out and started them.
No, they faced an uphill battle. But what I'm saying is, by their standards, that wasn't a great team. That wasn't a great season. You know, they expect to at least get in the playoffs and give themselves a fighting chance at the dance. You know what I'm saying? And
Cam don't catch COVID, they might be in the playoffs.
They like I said, they had some unfortunate circumstances, absolutely. But for me, I'm putting myself in their shoes, Belichick's shoes, the Patriots' shoes. If you ask them, they will tell you. In my opinion, they will tell you last year was a failure by their standards. They didn't make the playoffs. And to come back this year, because that's one thing that doesn't get talked about enough. Belichick stopped messing around with the draft and doing the GM stuff. He let them draft. He let them spend money, and
he was dookie in the draft.
Yeah, and I mean, it worked out in my opinion.
I mean,
so far.
But that's a lot of the pride thing I was just talking about with McVay. He had that pride thing, like, oh, I can do all this. I can be the coach and the GM. Like, no, you can't. Nobody in the history of the league been able to do it. So you're not about to be the first. So you could see it because Brady didn't have no weapons. There was just gaps that you could see. That's why he had to go out and get 2 tight ends this offseason. They had to go get a couple receivers. He ain't drafted a good receiver. ever. Like, you went and got Moss. You traded for him.
Right. No, I'm 100% with you on that.
I mean, they drafted a couple good tight ends because they drafted Gronk and Hernandez, but...
No, yeah, and I agree with you on that. The other thing I would say is, excuse me. The other thing I would say is they have a good opportunity to finish this season out as the number 1 seed in the AFC. I mean, they play the Bills again. Let me pull up their schedule real quick. They play the Bills again. I know that. And I want to say they got a good, with their I think it's a 2-game lead or something on the Bills. I mean, they're fighting Miami, the Bills are, to even stay in the playoffs.
The Bills and the Ravens could slide out of the playoffs.
Absolutely.
As of right now, 3 through 9 is only separated by like a game or 2. Baltimore 8. Well, let me rephrase that. 2 through 9 is separated by a game or 2. So ain't nobody safe. You either keep winning or you're gonna be watching the playoffs.
It's gonna be tough down the stretch. I can't wait to see it.
But I'm looking at everything. I'm like, I could see Baltimore or the Bills sliding out, especially if Pittsburgh win tonight. Buffalo probably gonna lose to the Bucs Sunday. So
it's gonna come down to the wire, and I cannot wait to see it. Okay, so before we go into our commercial break, we're gonna get into our picks.
I'm gonna spank you this week.
No. We got some good games this week. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And you gonna go like 1-5?
No. I had a rough week. Well, we had the same. Yeah, we had
even
the same.
Even though you technically won, because I do remember you saying the Chargers.
I'm gonna show you after the show. I promise you, I took the Bengals. I was disappointed in myself. Okay, so first game we got is the Rams versus Cardinals. Who you got?
Cardinals.
Yeah, I figured. I'm taking the Cardinals too. The Rams they got to show me before I take them again.
And you gotta go to Arizona.
Yeah, they're gonna have to show me. Bucks and Bills. I think you're going with the Bucks. I'm going with the Bucks as well.
Oh, I thought you were about to say the
No,
Bills.
no. The Bills are another team.
They desperate enough they might win, but I doubt it.
If they do, it wouldn't surprise me. They got to show me. It's the same with the Cardinals. The Rams. They got to show me.
I don't know. Brady gonna see them walk out of the tunnel. He's like, oh, AFC East vibes. I'm about to.
Washington Cowboys.
Cowboys.
I'm taking Washington.
This is why he gonna lose next week.
No. This is the upset of the week.
They not beating the Cowboys.
Listen,
man.
Washington,
What, the Cowboys do Cowboy things.
And Washington has been sneaky good lately.
Good luck blocking number 11.
Nah, he's been tough.
And DeMarcus Lawrence and Randy Gregory back.
He's been tough. I'm not gonna lie, but that's the thing with the Cowboys. Whenever you expect them to pull away,
but Dak owns the NFC East.
We gonna see.
All right.
I think this is where the Cowboys do Cowboys things. I think this is the week.
I don't think this is
because this is the opportunity. No, because listen, they have an opportunity to put a stranglehold on the East, and just think back their history. Whenever they have the opportunity, whenever you put expectations on the Cowboys, what happened?
You're right. But they're not going to do it this Sunday.
Washington's going to do it.
No, no.
Mark my words.
All right. So that's your first loss.
Ravens versus Browns.
I got to take the Ravens by default.
I'm taking the Ravens, but the way they're playing, I don't feel comfortable at all. I really don't.
I feel like
the Browns coming off a bye.
If you couldn't beat me and I threw 4 picks, I have no problem playing you again. I played like hot garbage and you still couldn't beat me.
Browns is fresh off a bye.
Okay, they're gonna be on a permanent bye. They keep losing.
I'm taking the Ravens, but like I said, I don't feel comfortable. I don't even feel comfortable with this next game. Vikings Steelers. You gonna take us? I'm taking us, but I don't feel comfortable with it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Why'd you put this in the 6?
Because it's tonight, bro. We gotta do tonight.
We could have made that separate.
Nah, we gotta put tonight.
Come back to that one.
This is the last game. He's taking us. You're not gonna take the Steelers. Are you serious?
I'm gonna say the Vikings, but I fully expect us to lose.
There's some things you can keep to yourself. Just say next time. Just say you're not comfortable with it.
No, I'm being honest. I'm picking the Vikings just because that's my team, but I know we're gonna lose.
What makes you say that?
It's a primetime game.
Kirk Cousins. I feel like he loses in prime time, but they're not all.
We played Dallas in prime time.
All this year, but all of his
garbage.
all of the losses in prime time are not on him, and you know it.
They're not, but
the Cowboys win. Yes, I'll give you that one.
You playing Cooper Rush?
So we're not gonna give no blame to the defense. Mr. Zimmer, great defense.
I mean, up until the last drive, they were playing good.
It's whenever you put pressure on the defense, they fold. But we're not going to talk about that, right? We're just going to keep giving Zimmer extension after extension.
I think both of them should be gone. No, I think Kirk Cousins would be fine if he had a different coach and because the coordinator we got terrible.
Remember, he had an offensive coach in Washington.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought
if we get an offensive coach, I think he'd be fine, but I don't want to extend him either. But I know it's either.
So what will be our options if we don't? Unless we can.
If you keep him and don't give him an extension, you got to cut half the roster because he gets $45 million next year.
We can't do that.
Right. So you either extend him or trade him.
But
Saints, y'all want him. Steelers, y'all want him.
But what are we gonna? What are we gonna do at quarterback?
Gotta figure something out.
Anybody like in the
No, I don't
college?
like none of the college kids.
No.
Maybe the Pickett kid, but that's it.
You take Pickett over Young?
He's a freshman. He's not going to be in the draft.
I keep forgetting that.
That quarterback situation is looking real. Ugh.
That's cold for dark days for us, bro.
Yeah. And if they give this man another extension, I'm going to lose my mind.
We might not have a choice. I mean, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
You always have a choice. You never not have a choice.
Bro, it's either throw next season away or extend him. Because who's going to trade for him, bro? Nobody's traded for Kirk Cousins.
This is as high as his trade value ever going to be. It's the best he ever played.
Bro, he just lost to Detroit.
That wasn't his fault.
You can't beat Detroit?
He did his part. He scored 27 points. Why are you giving up 30 points to the Lions?
You know what? That's fair. No, you should be able to put more than 20 points up. Bro, we watched the game. We could have did way more on offense. The defense played like trash too, but so did the offense. And that's the thing. You can't expect Kirk to carry you.
He can't play defense, bro.
No, what I'm saying is, for example, Pat Mahomes. He had a horrible defense. He took them to the Super Bowl.
Did you not see who else he had on offense?
We ain't got a good offense? Dalvin Cook?
You're saying it like he didn't carry them.
What I'm saying, with the weapons we got on offense,
right?
Kirk Cousins should be putting up more than.
Okay, with the weapons Detroit got on offense, should they be scoring 30 points?
They
didn't score 20 until week 1.
Bro,
since week 1.
Bro, I'm with you. Zimmer, Zimmer, that defense. Yes, I'm with you. But Kirk Cousins got to take equal blame, because if the money we're paying him, if the defense is not performing, we should be able to put the team on his back, like Rodgers, like Brady, like Mahomes.
Good and well he not doing.
But he's getting paid more than all of them.
Vikings stupidly chose to pay him like that.
Well, don't accept the money. Okay, if you're gonna accept the money, accept the criticism, and that comes with it. We expect you. If the defense is not performing, that's why we pay.
The dude threw for 340. What do you want him to do?
Score.
27 not enough?
No, obviously. Score 30.
I'll tell the defense to stop somebody. Let's go to break so we get back down to this stuff.
That's fair.
Because we about to have a whole nother debate.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we get back, we're going to get into our NBA news.
For the health and safety of our guests and team members, we're here for you. That means frequently deep cleaning our stores and wiping down carts and baskets after each use, reserving dedicated shopping hours for our most vulnerable guests, providing masks and gloves to our team members, and offering contactless shopping options through the Target app, like Drive Up and same-day delivery. We are here for you now more than ever, and your health and safety is our highest priority. Learn more at target.com/a-bullseye-view.
New Dunkin Refreshers. Vibrant fruit flavors like strawberry, dragon fruit, and peach passion fruit. B vitamins and energy from green tea. All under 200 calories. Order ahead via the Dunkin app for a contactless way to order, pay, and pick up in the drive-thru. America runs on Dunkin. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
All right, welcome back. Now it's time for the NBA talk. All right, so last night, Steph Curry, he had the opportunity to
Man, we knew he wasn't hitting no 16 threes.
Listen, man, I wouldn't have put it past him. I didn't think he was going to do it, but if he did, I wouldn't have been surprised.
I was not expecting. I was expecting like maybe 7 or 8. He was not hitting 16. That means he would have had to come out smoking.
He doesn't have that capability?
On call? That's too much pressure.
Listen, man. All right, man. The fan in me wanted him to do it. I'm not going to lie to you. He would have
did that. And I'm
the
Portland,
internet would have broke.
If I'm Portland, you heard him say that, and y'all still allowed it to happen.
Well, that's why I think he didn't do it. I think because they were broadcasting it, I think Chauncey was like, yo, this is not happening tonight. And I think they made a concerted effort to make sure it didn't.
I mean, he's going to get it. It's just a matter of when.
When do you think it's going to happen? I think he's going to do it on y'all. Monday night.
Why you got to do that? Wait, so how many you need now?
10.
He played somebody before us?
Saturday.
Who he play Saturday?
I don't remember.
And why you said that too gleefully. I hope y'all lose tonight.
That's uncalled for.
You know, well, he gonna do it on y'all. Like, nah.
He is.
No, he not. We gonna follow him. Yeah.
By the time Saturday comes around, by the time Monday comes around, he only gonna need like 3. Because Saturday he gonna hit 7.
Man, he might get that against Philly.
His brother ain't letting that go down.
Oh, little bro, I'm about to give you all 10 of these.
Nah. I don't think he gonna hit 10. Not on Philly. Because like you said, these teams know he's gunning for the record. So they're, you know what I mean? But I feel like I think he's gonna hit at least 7 on that.
Rogner not letting that happen.
He only gonna need 3.
He ain't hitting 7 against. If he hit 7 against Philly, he might as well get the other 3 out the way.
No, it's gonna be a tough 7.
Who was they defender?
Phillies? I like Maxey can defend and Thibault can defend.
You think they're going to put Thibault on Curry?
Who else they going to put him on?
So who's guarding Wiggins? And who guarding Jordan Poole?
Jordan Poole's coming off the bench. Whoever,
they got Curry, enough where he can't do that.
Listen, I'm putting my number 1 defender on Steph Curry, the MVP. Like,
I'm not going to hold you. Thibault can't check Curry.
The length might bother him. Can't nobody check Curry.
The length only bothered him when he got the ball. Steph moves without the ball.
Listen, I guarantee you Thibault's going to be on Curry. You saw what Bridges did to him? 4 for 21. The length bothers him. You want to put Thibault on him for real?
I'd rather have Maxey on.
Does Maxey start?
Yeah. I'd put Maxey on him just for the quickness. You know what? You might have a point because
Maxey's not
really
small either, though.
No, but I was gonna say you might have a point just because Thibault ain't got no offensive responsibility, so that could be his sole purpose.
Well, not only that, and I feel like Maxey could hold his own with Wiggins because Wiggins
like 6'8", bro.
He could shoot over him, yeah, but I would live with that.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, get 10 against.
Oh, what I'm thinking is they're gonna put their best defender on the best player on the court. Like that's it. It just makes sense to me. But even with that, like you said, he moves. They're setting picks. He's gonna get open, and he's gonna drain 7 of them things.
10.
He's not draining 10 of them.
That shit can't. I mean, that can't happen in Indiana. I hope not.
It's gonna happen to y'all. And
anyway, in other news,
I before we move on, I do want to get your take on this of how impressive it is that he's beaten Ray Allen's record by like 300 games. Maybe even more.
It impresses me, but it also don't at the same time.
Because of the new play style?
Yeah, because like everything, if you notice, everything is either a dunk or a layup or a three. So it's just like.
Yeah, but the rate he's hitting, you still have to hit these threes. Like, yes, you can take them,
right, but he also taking the most. Like, by a substantial margin.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So, like, that's why I say, like,
but it's not like he's going 2 of 13. He has games like that. No. He has games like that. But on average, he's hitting 6 of 10, 4 of 8, 4 of 7.
Well, this year, he ain't as much as he used to be. They said this is lowest percentage-wise of his whole career, shooting threes.
Yeah, until Clay comes back and he ain't got to carry the load so much.
He got to carry it all out right now. They got a team. It ain't just him.
It's not just him, but they're looking to him for score. They're looking for him for offense. Like, when Clay comes back, it's like, oh, Clay's here too. Like, they don't have another guaranteed 20. Like, Wiggins is like 16 and 19, something like that.
Him and Poole both averaging 19. So that's 20 basically. And you got Draymond facilitating. It's going to be so spooky when he facilitates and they got Clay back. It's going to be crazy. Because you can't do nothing. And they still got Iggy. Iggy could do it too.
I ain't going to lie. They looking spooky.
Y'all better get out that 8 seed.
Like I said. Like I told you. We're going to have to face them regardless. Let's get it out the way. Because if we can't beat them, we're not going to the championship anyway. So, I'm
just saying it'd be easier if you had a higher seed and you only had to face one of them. That's all I'm saying.
But that's not a guarantee because you would literally have to be the 1 or 2 seed to avoid to guarantee yourself avoiding both.
I'm not saying y'all gonna catch them, but the West is jumbled. It's not as far out as you think.
Oh, I know that. I don't think it's that far out, but I don't think we're catching them. To guarantee that we don't face both of them, I think we would have to get the 1 or 2 seed, and I don't think we're catching them. But I do feel like we have a shot. If I wouldn't bet on us, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't bet on the Lakers. If I was a betting man,
that's the most humblest thing you ever said about the Lakers.
I'm just but that's right now. Now we're still because the two teams. I'm saying the 2 teams ahead of us. I'm talking
Phoenix and Golden State
because I'm not worried about anybody else in the West. Golden State and the Suns. They have continuity. They've been together for years. We literally just put this team together. So what I'm worried about is the gap we put on I'm worried that's not going to be enough.
I got one more team for you.
In the West?
Yep. Clippers get Kawhi back. You still not worried? They just beat y'all without him.
No, because they beat us with our continuity.
They got continuity just like the other 2 teams.
I don't think Kawhi's coming back, number 1. And number 2...
He coming back. They just gave him that extension. He coming back.
That's why I think he's not coming back.
He got the security. He could just ball.
They just... I don't think they're going to let him come back. They just put all that money on him. They want him...
I think he coming back.
I don't think he is. And even his interviews, he was 50-50. It would... Especially the stuff he put in...
You got to think, he not getting no younger.
Yeah, but he's also the one that don't want to play back-to-backs, don't want to, you know what I mean? I could see him like, you know what, let me just be fresh. Because the earliest he could probably come back is April, and you got to get into a rhythm. You don't want to just jump into the playoffs.
I hear you. The same thing happened with Rose a few years back. So.
Yeah, so I don't think he's coming back.
What's your thoughts on Dame?
I wish he just asked for a trade.
I said the same thing. Cause
Like,
asking for $100 million extension.
Because I think you made the point yesterday when we were talking where you said he don't want to seem like he talked.
You don't want to ask out.
Yeah, he talked all that junk with Paul George and them, and he don't want
to grind.
Yeah, but bro, you asking for $100 million when you gonna be 35, 36 years old? Like, bro, ain't nobody paying you that, and you know that. Like, you're making it so obvious that you want out. You just don't want to be the one to ask out. Like, you want to force their hand to move you. It's like, bro, we see what you doing. Let's cut the drama. Let's cut you. Because even in his interview last night, you see him getting frustrated. Like, I'm not asking for a trade. I don't know how many times I got to. If you just say it, all the questions will be stopped. They'll trade you, and we'll move on. I think they're going to trade him. I think they're just going to pull the trigger. I think he's going
to be in Boston or Philly.
Boston?
Or Philly.
I think Philly. Who Boston going to trade?
Jaylen Brown? If they got Dame, they'll give up Jaylen Brown. I don't recommend it, but
I wouldn't want Jaylen Brown for Dame. I would rather have Ben Simmons. Because I think with Ben Simmons, I think they'll send either Thibault or Maxey along with it.
I don't.
You don't think so? They're not doing that straight up. There's no way. Portland ain't taking Ben Simmons. They ain't see him play all year or nothing.
They might send Maxey with him.
They got to send something with him. But if they send Jaylen Brown, they're going to have to send something. But who do you want?
I take Brown and Marcus Smart. You forget their problem is they don't got no defenders. That's two defenders, and you got a two-way guy. And Jaylen Brown, he could be your two, and you could get a one.
Who's going to be the one?
I said you can get a one. Okay, Ben Simmons in Portland. They ain't making the playoffs.
Nah, but you could build around him. You got a future.
Can you?
What's the future if you trade for Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart?
Same as it would be with Simmons. It ain't that much of a difference.
You have Ben Simmons. I'm sorry. Maybe we just see differently on the value. I think Ben Simmons is elite. He's an elite defender. He's an elite playmaker. He can't shoot. Put shooters around him.
I hear you. I just don't.
And the problem is what I think the problem is with Philly is they have a big man. I would put defensively. I put Ben Simmons at the 5.
Basically, you saying playing like LeBron. LeBron.
Well, not LeBron. No, like Draymond. Defensively, he literally every aspect. He could literally be the defender he could be the defending captain on defense, calling out the coverages and helping where needed while guarding the center. And then on offense, the playmaker.
I like him guard. I know he could guard a lot of positions. I'd rather have him guard the perimeter.
But he can do that. There's switches and all that. But you cannot play. Like, for example, Draymond has nothing but shooters around him. Ben Simmons, you can't play another big man with him. You got to put nothing but shooters around him.
Nah, I hear you. I don't got that much faith in him. To put my franchise on the back of somebody, like, you've been the same player since you came out of school, and that part of your game that was a glaring weakness, you ain't got better at it. That's why I just be like, how seriously do you want me to be?
But if you really, like, everybody says that, but if you really think about it, what changed? There's only a few players that actually changed from college to.
A lot of players changed from college to. Jason Kidd couldn't shoot. He won an all-time leading.
But those are few in between. Most of the time, there's a lot of them, but most on average, who you are from college is who you are in the NBA. Like literally on average, you got tons. I'm not about to even sit here and name or like. Shaq coming out of college, he was dominant in college. You knew he was going to be dominant in the NBA. Mike, you knew he was going to be a scorer. Like, you knew everything. There's Paul, you have your Paul Georges, your Jason Kidds, your Kawhi Leonards that kept working. But for the most part, these college stars they're the number one high school player in their city. You know what I mean? They've been coddled all their life. So they're gonna get better at what they know. and that's what it is. Like I think that his jump shot is over.
Disagree.
I mean, you have examples of where players develop other parts of their game, but most of the time, if you're a scorer in college, you're a scorer in the NBA. If you're a defender in college, you're a defender in the NBA. On average, that's how it goes. Like I think that it's
shooting the ball
over
is
the
the most
blown.
fundamental thing about basketball. Like, how can you not do that, especially when you play on the perimeter?
He's been. Are you? You're the same way.
I'm not in the league.
But what I'm saying is, you go with what you trust. You've worked on your jumper, but when it gets down to a crunch time game, you're gonna go with what your instincts is, driving to the rim.
It's different once you're playing at the highest level. You can't do that. Even LeBron got a better jumper because he knew he had to do it. LeBron never shot jumpers early on.
Look how long it took. Even he didn't start shooting jumpers like this until he got to LA. He was going to the rim all the way through his whole career, even in his second stint in Cleveland. Like, he is who he is.
I'm talking about from the time
as you age,
LeBron came into the league, his jumper got substantial. It's not great.
Older,
it's not great. But
as he got older,
Ben Simmons is still the same.
LeBron
It's
developed.
his fifth year. LeBron had a better jumper in his fifth year than his first year.
No, he didn't. Want to know
Okay.
prime example?
Okay.
Was he in Miami? His fifth
His
year?
jumper was better in Miami.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. What are
Greg
you talking
Popovich literally, that's how they won. What are you talking about?
Right, it was still better than early on.
They're literally giving him the Rondo treatment, and now it's better? How?
Then when he first got in the league.
Bro, stop it. He was not no jump
Okay,
shooter.
getting to our phone call.
Can you hear me? All right, we're about to put the phone call in.
All right, this family here, who we got?
Yo, it's good. It's KJ Slay.
How you doing, man? What's going on with you?
I'm doing good. I was doing good till I started talking about Steph and all this other stuff. I had to pull up some facts because I was talking to Shorty about this the other night. I had made an error when I said in the comment he was putting up 42, 43%, still making half of his 3 points. I'm off by a point. It's 41, but y'all not about to just halfway down my man like that. He definitely second in the league right now with the points. You know what I mean? I don't understand how y'all was doing that. I just couldn't let y'all play him like that.
No, Darnell's not the one that's impressed. I'm impressed with Steph right now.
Wait, how did I down him?
Because you made it seem like
All
this.
I did was say he shot more threes than a different era. That's all I said. I said I was
That's not
impressed,
downing
but
him?
not impressed. No, I'm not.
That's down it. I'm with you because
What you mean? He changed the whole game like this. Like
I'm not-
nobody.
and I didn't say he didn't.
what he's saying is basically what because you gave me the same impressions too. It's like it's not that impressive because he shoot way more than everybody else. It's like he changed the game. Like if you shoot it the way he's shooting, if you can't stop it, why not?
Right. And the fact that he's doing it, like it's not just one dude that is on him. Like dude is getting double and triple teamed like
Facts.
almost every time he comes down the court, like and still making almost half of his threes. Like that's crazy. Like nobody's ever done that before. Nobody has ever been guarded like Steph before. I'm sorry, like ever. Not even Jordan. And that's a fact. Like nobody's like singles. Like nobody is. It's not one-on-one with Steph. There's like
It's not
other
one-on-one with
dudes
Jordan.
that-
They used to send doubles too. Like, what do y'all? Do y'all watch the game?
They was. I'm.
like that with
They
the-
No,
weren't.
they guard him. They guard him different.
Jordan
Cause
like
they
that.
guard him a lot different. Because the second Steph come over the top, you gotta guard that. There's no way around it.
Exactly.
He's gonna shoot it.
Exactly.
I'm not discrediting what he's doing. All I'm saying is just because I think he's the best off the bounce shooter. Him and Lillard, he's better than Lillard at
Absolutely.
it. I'm just saying from because you said the 300.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at. That's what he's referring to.
But he's shooting substantially more than. I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm impressed, but not impressed.
So you're not impressed, yo. You
Right.
basically dancing around
Like,
it.
I don't-
You're not impressed, and
Neutral.
I agree with the caller. Like he changed the game.
I'm not saying he
Like,
didn't.
you're saying Ray Allen didn't shoot as much.
No, he's a better shooter than Ray Allen.
And that's what's impressive is he's doing it
Right.
in way like the amount of games that Ray Allen did it and Steph is, to me, it's amazing to me. Like,
Right. And Ray Allen wasn't getting guarded like Steph is. And like as you said Jordan was getting guarded like he was. No,
that's not what I said. If you listen to what I said Jordan was getting double teamed too. That I did not say he was getting guarded the same. I did not say that.
He was. So he's not getting guarded the same. That's what I'm saying.
But y'all said double team. Jordan got double team. I agree. They're not guarded
not
the
how
same.
Steph is though. And that's a fact. Steph, as soon as he step across the half court,
And I just said
niggas
that.
is picking him up.
I just
All
said
the
that.
focus is on him.
and he's still letting them go.
Jordan, exactly, and still making almost half them shots. And don't get me wrong. Yes, it's a team game, but like the nigga is playing against teams. I'm sorry, like by himself though. Like he's playing against half the team by himself already.
All right.
I
I don't know about
Amazing.
that. So he got some scores with him. But thank you for calling in. We appreciate it. We're going to get back to the topics before we get out of here.
For sure.
And before we get out of here, we definitely got to talk about Barkley and AD.
Right.
Okay. So for those who don't know, Charles Barkley called out Anthony Davis in the midst of rumors that Frank Vogel is under the hot seat for the Lakers, and he called him. He called out AD, said Vogel shouldn't be under the hot seat. He got a difficult team to put together, and AD should be playing better. And I agree with him 100%. But I was really surprised by the people who didn't agree. There was a lot of,
because everybody want to throw that Westbrook. It's not Westbrook. Westbrook wasn't bought there to be the one or the two.
No. They're over Westbrook because, to be honest, what can you say? Westbrook has been balling lately. What they're keying in on is and to say Frank Vogel has no blame, I have to disagree with that. His rotations have to be questioned. I don't understand why he was at the beginning of the year wanted to play DeAndre Jordan so bad. But overall,
DeAndre Jordan need to retire.
Right. But overall, I have to say, AD is just he putting up numbers like he's because I think he's leading with points in the paint, shots in the paint and all that, but it's not aggressive enough. He's not going after it enough. Like he's averaging like 25 and 10 or something like that, but it's a quiet 25 and 10. It's not impactful.
He's not what everybody think he should be. He's a top 5 talent, but don't play like it.
And I don't understand why. Like I remember, like I feel like we've talked about this a few times on the show, but we've had this debate about him and Giannis, and there's literally nothing he doesn't do better than Giannis besides maybe dribble. And yet Giannis is for a minute after the bubble, I was arguing Anthony Davis was better, but the last 2 years it's like I have no argument. This man has been running circles around AD, and even his defense is falling off this year.
I don't know what's wrong. I don't know if something happened off the court or what it is. Like
I have a theory.
Oh man,
I do. I don't think he liked LeBron as much as everybody think.
I mean, it's not easy to play with LeBron.
I don't think I think the way LeBron takes his breaks on defense, I think that bothers him.
You think it wouldn't bother you playing defense and your other
well,
star?
To be honest, defense? Because AD takes breaks on offense, so it's like he got to do something because we should be playing through AD on offense. This should be his team. LeBron's 37. Like he shouldn't be the best player on our team still. AD is 27 years old. In his prime.
I hear you on that part, but if it ain't in somebody, it ain't in somebody.
And
think about it this way. Remember when Dirk used to always flame out? and then he eventually beat Miami. Nobody thought of Dirk like as anything special until he beat Miami.
That's fair, but that's the difference between AD and Dirk is everybody thought AD was special. Especially after the bubble, bro. He was putting on in the bubble. When the game winner, I'm like that. Remember? I'm like that. That's what he said in the camera. I'm like that.
Yeah, but this is why I had a problem with it. The play was a draw for you, bro. So they didn't think you was like that. So,
but they trusted him with it.
No, LeBron couldn't get the ball. Well, I don't even know if LeBron wanted the ball because Rondo said LeBron looked like he ain't want it.
Because he wanted to see what AD was about.
Bro, I'm not waiting to the finals to do that.
Kobe did it.
To who?
Remember it wasn't the finals, but it was the playoffs. Phoenix.
No, he proved the point because everybody said he was shooting too much. That had nothing to do with that.
Yo. I'm just saying.
If that was a final, Kobe wouldn't listen to what nobody said because that would have been a final. But because it was the first round, he knew even if they got out, they wouldn't have made it to the final.
I know. But yeah, man, AD, you gotta bring it because we're going as far. You saw last year. We go as far as he goes. We won the bubble.
How far y'all going?
He keep playing like this. Second round, maybe. We're not messing with Golden State. We're not messing with Phoenix. Not like this. He needs to be dominant. If we get bubble AD back, I'll take our chances against anybody. But that's a big if.
See what happens. Y'all got some stuff y'all got to straighten out, but it's only December, so. But NBA season don't really start till after Christmas anyway.
We talking about my team. What are y'all gonna do? I see y'all put y'all whole team on the trading block.
Yeah, now they want to go on a winning streak. Like, what y'all want to do? Y'all want to win or get traded? They not gonna win. They not gonna be a factor. But I'm just like, why is it taking trade rumors to make y'all play right? But it don't work. It's not gonna work anyway because now it's just you're increasing your trade value. So now you're really gonna get traded.
Maybe that was their goal. What are you hoping y'all get in return?
We ain't gonna get nothing. We just gonna get picks or something. We ain't gonna get nothing good. We ain't gonna be a contender for a while. We don't ever keep our stars. Because we had the team we had with Jermaine and them. They got in a fight. Gradually,
yeah, but that wasn't management's fault.
No, but
that
was
their fault.
I'm saying based on how we are, we only keep our stars 3 to 5 years and they leave.
But what I'm saying is that if that fight doesn't happen, y'all had the potential to win the chip that year.
I think we would have won a chip.
Y'all win the chip that year. Listen. Oh, no, the Lakers are done by then. Never mind. Y'all win the chip that year, things might have turned out differently. And y'all,
because I thought we should have beat the year the Pistons beat y'all. I thought we should have beat but Tayshaun Prince came and swatted my boy shot the half court. So I was just like, all right, it's over, Reggie. It's over. Or that might have been that was the year after. We lost them a different way the year before because we kept running into them. So I mean, I don't got no expectations. It ain't. We might not even most likely not gonna make the playoffs. So I already done added up. Small market team.
It must be tough being you as a sports fan.
Don't do that. I don't care. I still got UConn. We all right. Don't say that because we got just as many chips as y'all.
Are y'all ranked?
Yes. What are you talking about?
What y'all ranked?
15th. Stop it. Yeah, stop with the disrespect.
Top 5.
Realize who you talking to. We got chips too.
Y'all got chips. It's been a minute. But...
Same for y'all.
No, it hasn't. 2015.
You do realize
6 years ago.
You do realize the last time y'all won, we won 2 years before.
We won the last one.
Okay.
Y'all don't want no smoke with us. You saw you see that 6'10" phenom we got.
It's fine. It's cute. Every year, y'all can't mess with Duke, but every time we win a chip, who we beat? Duke.
Y'all don't beat us every time y'all win the chip.
03, played y'all on Final Four. Spanked you. I don't remember that. 98.
This man.
National championship. Beat y'all. I'm just saying, when we win our chips, we go through Duke. That's all I'm saying.
I was 6 years old in 98. I didn't care about Duke. I don't even think I was a fan back then.
03 you was?
All right.
Oh, okay.
Whatever. All right, we gonna leave it there. We'll be back. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. This is Family Affair.
Same time next week.